Hello everyone, it's Rhonda here. Welcome to my studio in Ovid, Michigan. It's December 21st. If you're watching this live or the replay, we are so glad that you're here. Today is an online class for you to enjoy. We're gonna be doing and focusing on fun folds. So this is actually like a part 2. So if you missed any of the projects I did last week, you can go back and watch the replay. We did 3 fun folds last week, and I'll show them here for you in a second, just to show you what they are, and then you can go back and watch them. But I'm so excited that you're here. This is also something very different that I've done. We offered a craft along kit this time. So hello everybody. And there was about 30 people who ordered a kit ahead of time to be able to craft along with me last Thursday and this Thursday. But if you missed that, because that was only just there was about a week beforehand, so that we could prep them and get them out to you in time. But you can still get this class sent to you for free. So this is one of my online classes that I offer. We will have a packet that we will send you. It'll have all of the cards prepped inside. They'll be in envelopes so that you'll be able to sit down and make them as well. So I'm trying something a little different. Usually that's how I always do it. It's free when you order. So you just have to place an order in my online store. The deadline is Saturday by midnight, so that I can get these shipped out to you before the end of the year. And so if you place your order Saturday by midnight, then we'll send you not just for these 3 cards, but also last week's 3 cards will be there for you. Everything should be about prepped and ready, and then you can sit down with the videos or the tutorials. We do give you step-by-step tutorials as well. For everybody else, you are welcome to craft along with me and just watch and learn and use your own products at home. But I'm going to show you some really beautiful ones here. I featured 2 specific products during my craft along and during these 2 classes. You can substitute with ones that you want, but these were ones that I've really loved and used a lot of. One of them is a stamp set called More Wishes, and it will is carrying over. So it's still available. It'll be available in the new year. It'll be available next year as well. And then also one of the other ones, because it's the Irresistible Blooms, and then here's the dies that match with it. I used that as well. So I focused on those 2 products. Of course, you can kind of change them if you want to. But let's go ahead and jump in. I am so happy that you're here, because I know it's a tough time of year. It is 4 days until Christmas. Who's all ready, right? Like, are any of you all ready for Christmas? Personally, I'm not. I think I'm pretty much done shopping, but now I have to do all the wrapping, and because this has been a little bit of a crazier December with me. I am now living half-time in the Grand Rapids area, and then also home for here on the weekends. But when I'm here, I'm super, super busy. So anyway, I'm a little bit behind in the whole gift wrapping, but you know what? I actually love to gift wrap. Some people hate it. I actually love it. It's relaxing for me, so I did quite a bit last night. I'll do some tonight too, after bingo, of course. Are any of you playing bingo with us tonight? I believe Trisha and Michelle are. Let me show you the bingo projects that we're making. So this was a real specialty one. So I'm also going to be offering this as an extra class later on. But these are our bingo projects. Look how I love that. Granny Apple Green foil cards, but they are some really neat fun folds. Here's this one. And then this one too. So anyway, I know it's in December, but how fun is it to do all these very fun colors, right? So that tonight is our a bingo event, and lots of people will win lots of prizes too. Okay, so let's jump into fun folds. That's what we are doing today. Oh, I know it was a hard time of year. We did not want to do it because Erica really does want to do bingo, to get in the routine of doing bingo every other month. So in January, we're gonna be doing a stamp camp together with Ange, and then in February she'll be doing bingo again. So we just didn't want to skip a month, but if anything, we made the class super, super cute. So even if you don't get to play bingo, you'll still love the projects. All right, let's jump into our fun folds. I'm gonna give you the measurements, and we're going to do a craft along. So if you got the craft along kit, everything is already for you. I'm actually gonna start off with, to me, the one that is not difficult at all. It's just going to require a little bit of thinking. If any of you know me, you know I don't do difficult anyway. I don't really typically do difficult things. So if I figured it out, trust me, you can figure it out too. So one of the perks, this is definitely a perk of purchasing the kit or purchasing the craft along or belonging on my Creative Corner. So I have a Creative Corner website where I put all of my projects and directions. The directions with step-by-step directions will be emailed to you. And they'll also be posted on Creative Corner. So let's start off. This is a unique size card. You're gonna start off with a piece of pretty peacock that is 7 by 8 1/4. So with this one, you're gonna need a little pen or a pencil. I would recommend a pencil. I don't have one, so I have a pen. But you are going to start off on the short side here. All right, so again, the measurements, if you're gonna craft along, it's already cut for you. If you're gonna create this later, it is 7 by 8 1/4. And so what you're going to do is start here on the short side, and you are going to, first thing you're going to do is we're going to score at 2 3/4. So use your scoring blade and just score it at 2 3/4. Then you are going to go down to the 5 1/2 inch mark. So 5 1/2 on your trimmer, and then you're going to mark the 5 1/2 inch mark. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little mark there. Then you're going to turn your cardstock clockwise. So turn clockwise, and you are going to then mark at 2 3/4. So go to the 2 3/4, take your pen, and you're going to mark that spot there. Then you're going to go to the 5 1/2, and you're going to score. So it's the same measurements, but the opposite. You can practice that. I practiced that on a piece of kind of scrap paper first to make sure that I knew what I was doing. But it's super easy, all right? So I'll go through it one more time. You start on the short side, you score it at 2 3/4, then you mark it at 5 1/2, turn it clockwise, and you go to the 2 3/4 first, and you're going to mark it, and then you're going to score it at the 5 1/2. Okay, so then your next step is to find those two marks. All right, so just the 2 marks, and you are going to go on, let me see a good video here. So I marked it here and I marked it here, and I'm going to line those up on the trimmer from point to point, and I'm going to just score. Okay, so it's a big, long diagonal score. Okay, here we go. I actually flipped it over. That helped me. When you have your score marks, there is going to be this like a square up here. I want that in my top left-hand corner. Now, you could actually do it differently. You'll see you'll be able to play with this, but for the sample that's in that you have your supplies for, I want that square in my top left-hand corner, and then this down here is like your card front is left down here. All right, so you're going to take your bone folder, and I'm just going to score along all these lines just to kind of get you know, some good score marks. And the mark to the mark, you kind of pull in. Do you see how I'm doing that? And then it creates this, look how easy that is. It creates this, just like that. So simple. I'll tell you, the first time I did it, it wasn't, but it is now. And then this is what it's gonna look like. So when you send it to somebody, this looks like a regular card, right? This is the benefit of fun folds. I love fun folds. After 23 years, fun folds make me so excited. This card makes me so excited. But when I send it to somebody, it's gonna fit in an envelope, just normal. I didn't put any ribbon on this one, so that it would lay nice and flat in your envelope. But then when they get it, they're gonna open it up, and it's gonna open up like this. So again, you can decorate this so many different ways, but we're gonna decorate it with that More Wishes stamp set. And then you also will need your Pretty Peacock stamp pad. And then your More Wishes. Where did you go? There we go. Okay, so you're going to need that. All right, let's go ahead and do that decorating. You'll have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white, and I should do my stamping first just in case I screw it up. But I'm gonna be brave and put that down there. So now you can kind of see, right? See how it's all kind of coming together. So this is the inside of your card. You're going to need to take some of your designer series paper. I'm going to use this pattern here. This is a Happy New Year card. So you can send it, it just really says New Year wishes. So you can send it for any occasion that you want to. You're going to cut 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 2.5. So do 2.5 and then just do, these are squares, so 2.5 by 2.5. And then you need 1 more piece of designer series paper, and that is going to be 2.5 by 1 1/4. So I'm gonna do 1 more. I'll do 1 1/4. I always like to measure my small ones this direction. 1 1/4 by 2.5. Now again, this paper that we're using, if you got the craft along, you got a whole pack of it. The whole pack I gave you. So you'll have lots of patterns, but I chose this paper because of the fact that it's so versatile. So one side is kind of wintry and Christmassy, but then the other side, look, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So, and this piece, crazy enough, I absolutely love this piece. The Wild Wheat just speaks to me. And I always tell people when it first came out, I was like, I will never buy that paper. And now I love it so much. So anyway, you got a whole pack of that. When you get the class for free, you do not get a whole pack, but we give you what you need to complete your projects. Okay, so let's go ahead back to our card front, and let's just put some adhesive on these pieces here and glue them down. So these are 2.5-inch squares of your designer series paper, and this one is 1 1/4 by 2.5. So this one will go down here, and then these 2 will go up here. And you can put your stripes whichever way that you want to. Go down here. There you go. I probably should have lined it up so they did it fine, but it's all right. There you go. So there's your card front. Very simple. Last thing we have to do is just do a little bit of decorating. So this one you can build it up to say whatever you want it to say. I'm going to take the words year, because this is going to be, and the word new. It's clear, so I gotta look at it this way. And then I need the word wishes. So you could, New Year wishes, you could literally send for birthdays, really just any occasion, right? So let's take our Pretty Peacock. I'm just gonna use my Pretty Peacock. And the first thing I'm gonna do is stamp the word wishes down here at the bottom. I love that font. Don't you guys love that font? And yes, today I hit the right button so things aren't backwards. My first video, words were backwards, and that I didn't realize how that frustrates people. I know it's frustrating. I got it, but man, some people were like, Rhonda, I can't watch you. You're too irritating. I'm so sorry. I really try not to be irritating, but Okay, so this next one is gonna be the word new, and I'm gonna be stamping it on a circle. So if you saw what I did, I kind of bent it a little bit. Can you see? So that is one of the benefits of a photopolymer, is that you can kind of bend it a little bit. You can kind of, it doesn't have to be straight. Oh, well, it'd be better if I actually got the end. What the heck? Let's see if I can get that end in there. Again, another benefit of photopolymer is it should line up. There we go. Phew. That was a little scary. I don't know how I missed that. All right, and then next we have, where is that new? There we go. The word year. So I'm gonna take the year and I'm gonna stamp that right here, right there, kind of in the middle. So there you go. So I did New Year and wishes, and it's gonna be there. Clean my stamp off. I love Pretty Peacock. Cheers to Stampin' Up! For bringing that back to us, because that was a retired color. All right, now let's just go ahead and just line this all up. So this New Year, we also punched out, this is with a textured shimmer white, and then also vellum. We use the bow punch. It's not available right now. It's crazy. It has been on and off availability all year long. But again, when you order this kit to have it, when you place your order, we send you the kit for free. We'll send you these. We try to do as much work for you as possible when we do these kits. I have little elves that help me here in the studio. So we try to do as much for the work for you as possible. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and line that up too. So we created this kind of a really fun, beautiful, wintry, like sprig looking. And then that is going to go, let's see, we're gonna put that kind of just, I don't want it, it's gonna go, I want the new and the year. I'm gonna put this down first so I know where I wanna put all this stuff. So the new is gonna go up here like that. And then I'm gonna put this down because I don't want it to cover up all of that, just like that. I put my mini glue dot on the other side. I'm just building it up this way so that I don't cover up my words, the new, there. And then the year is gonna go right there. I'm gonna put that on with dimensionals. Give it a little bit of pop and a little bit of lift. Make sure I get those in the right place. There you go. Happy New Year. Okay, what do you guys think of this fun fold? I don't even know what you would call this. It's a corner, it's a really fun kind of corner card. So yeah, like when it's laying there, but when you're gonna put it in an envelope, right? You're gonna make this really cute envelope, and you're gonna put this in there, and then when you mail it, it's no extra postage. It's normal. And then look at how awesome it is when you open it. Open it up, and that card just is so neat. All right, Explosion Corner Card. Thank you, Sue. Really, and all it needs, it is, I think, a super cool card. You could obviously take some frosted dots and you could put those on there as well. So the frosted dots, if you place your order, it's gotta be at least $40 to be able to get the kit sent to you. And I send you the kit for free. But if your order goes over $50, and you order whatever you want, you can order anything you want. If it goes over $50, then I will give you these free loose dots, which are great to use with like shaker cards, or you could use them like this. So I just put a little bit of the green glue down and then just put the little dot on top of that, and it should stay in place with your little pick tool. There you go. Just don't put a lot of glue. It just needs a little bit of glue. But these frosted dots have that Pretty Peacock in there, which is so nice. All right, there you go. So there's your finished fun fold, the corner explosion card. I like how that is named that. All right, so again, before I started, I just practiced. So just take some cheap paper and just practice so that you feel comfortable. Again, sometimes you can even like do it the opposite direction. You can kind of play with this. And so it is, so if you do it this direction, so I just did it, all I did was hold the opposite direction, then the card is a landscape. Is that landscape or just portrait? This is the portrait. So you could do it and just change it the opposite way, and then there you go. So this one, you could do it this way. You can play with it. Obviously this one, we have done it, this way. You could keep decorating with more designer series paper if you want to. Super fun. All right, if you missed last week's, let me show you the cards that we made last week really quick. We made this Christmas one, an arrow fun fold card, and here is one of the ones that we showed as well. There you go. And then we also created this card last week, a little side panel card. So we taught you how to make that one. And I know there was one more. Oh, here, this one. Oh, this is so a cute little 4x4 Z-fold card. There you go, just like that. So those were the ones that we made last week. So if you missed those, the recording is there. And the cool part, okay, I'll say it one more time. If you place an online order, the link has already been posted. I'll email it out. I've emailed it out if you're on my email list. You get the supplies to make these 3 cards plus today's 3 cards. So you actually get all 6 cards. All right, let's go to our next one. Our next little card I have here, let's see. Oh, this one, you're going to need, if you bought the Craft Along kit, you are missing a piece. I am so sorry. We try really hard to be perfect, but we're not. But there is a 2.5 by 5.5 piece of white that you are missing, and you could use thick white or regular white. So you can cut that from just a piece of scrap white that you have, but you're gonna need that. All right, so for this one, you're going to need a piece of a thick basic white, and you are going to do a little bit of scoring on this one. Let me give you these score marks too. I have them buried. Okay, you're gonna score it first at 1 inch. So I always go to my little 1 over here. So it scores at 1. So this is just your standard 5.5 by 8.5. Then you're gonna score it at 2. Right. And then you're gonna score it at 5.25. I don't need the arm out. So 5.25. So there's 3 score marks. 1, 2, 5.25. Then you need a piece. Of yeah, I think we can. 2.5 by 5.5, and you're gonna score this at 1.25. So just 1 score mark at 1.25. Okay, so now you're going to need some designer series paper. Personally, I am going to, let's see. You can use whatever pieces you want. I think this one is really pretty. Again, you can, let's see here. I don't know, I really like this one too. I'm very fond of that one. And let's see. Oh boy, I think I have to use this one. And then you just want a sheet that's coordinating. That one looks coordinating. So I'm gonna use the sheet here. We're gonna cut it to 5.25. And then you need a 3-inch strip. So we'll cut it by 3. And then you need a little 3/4 inch strip. There you go. So you have these 2 pieces here, 3 by 5.25, and then 3/4 by 5.25. I know, I love this designer series paper. It's hard to choose. I don't even know which one I used. Your tutorial may have different designer series paper because I think it's fun to change it up every time. All right, then on this piece here, we're going to do 2.25 by, I think it's 4, but let me double check real quick. Yep, by 4. by 4. Okay, so these are the 3 pieces of designer series paper, 3 by 5 1/4, 3/4 by 5 1/4, and 2 1/4 by 4. All right, let me put all my little extras over here. Now we can just assemble our project. All right, so this one, we are going to just fold along these score marks, and it creates like this, I like to use my bone folder to get our nice little creases. Okay, so it creates almost like this little accordion. Can you see that? There you go, just like that. We're going to take this bigger piece of designer series paper, and you're going to glue that to this inside panel, like that. And then you are going to take this other piece. I made this card last night for my team meeting. So every month I do a monthly team meeting that's live in Michigan, and then I also do one that is on Zoom for all over the country. We had Shannon West as a guest speaker. We had mystery stamping. We had make and takes. We had Secret Santa gift exchange, all kinds of fun stuff. So this was my mystery project. So my team's gonna get to see another version of this. All right, but I screwed it up last night where I put the adhesive. So now today I will do this correctly. It's always good to make things and screw them up, and then the next time you do it right. At least you try to. All right, so then I'm just going to put this right there. You have a radiating Stitches heart that is done in Poppy Parade. That is going to go just right down here, like that. Let's go ahead and show you how to assemble the card. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of adhesive right here, and that just lines up the bottom of our card right there. And then you just need a little bit of adhesive right there. So just along that line, I just put a little bit of adhesive. I actually am going to use mini glue dots because last night I got a little wonky with the adhesive. You don't have a huge amount. You could use your green glue. I almost did. I just don't trust myself right now. I'm going to make a mess out of it. So then that goes right along there. You see that? So that's where you attach it there, and then the front attaches there. See how cute this is? I love it, love it, love it. Now we just got to decorate. So we are using that same really awesome More Wishes. I'm gonna do the love you. So the love is gonna be cursive. I'm gonna do, let's see here. I'm gonna use some Calypso Coral, and let's do our pretty peacock. So we'll have our Calypso Coral, just kind of a really focal color in this pack of paper, and pretty peacock. So let me take the U, and we'll stamp that. And we took a tailored-made tag. Again, we did all that for you. This card is easy to make. That's why you guys come and watch me make it, because you know, I'm telling you, if I'm making it, you just know it has to not be difficult, because I don't do a lot of difficult things. Yeah, that's pretty straight. If I do something difficult, it's worth it. Let me show you. Like for instance, I just did a paper florist stamp camp. So this was a project that we made. Yes, like these flowers took a long time. So, and I forewarned, it's a little tedious, but look how beautiful. It's a 6x6 framed art that you could make for somebody. Like, this is a gift of love. To run all those pieces through and then to be able to assemble it all, like, it definitely took some time. So I do projects that do take time, but not usually for videos, that's for sure. Because who wants to watch, has put together those flowers for an hour. All right, so then I do the love, but what like a thoughtful gift. So anyway, that is, I do simple, but I also love to do some things that are special. All right, oh, shoot, I did it again. There you go. So, love you, and now we're just about done. We're gonna take that Calypso Coral ribbon, if you ordered the craft along kit, this was in there, right? You got a whole bolt of it. And we're just gonna kind of freehand tie a bow with this. Really, this is so easy to tie bows with. I don't say that about all ribbon. It depends. All right, that's gonna grab your mini glue dots. Grab one of those off of here. And that's gonna get put onto the top of your tag. It says love you. And then take your dimensionals, a couple of those, and add that to the side of your card. All right, there you go. We have card number 2. All right, you're gonna have to give me 1 second. My UPS guy is here, so enjoy that. Staring at that while I let him in really quick. I've got an order I've been waiting for. Thank you so much for coming back. I'll see you tomorrow too, probably.
Okay.
Oh, I will. I had a feeling that he was going to pop in while I was on my video. And normally I'd have some friend here with me, but not today. Okay, anyway, sorry, I had to let him in. So there you go, there's card number 2. So I actually made this card last night with my team. Look at this cute version. This is some new product that's coming out in the new mini catalog. So that was my version I did last night. It lays flat, right? And you can put it in your envelope. But then it's almost like a home decor piece too. So when you give it to somebody, they could actually like prop it up and put it on their desk. And then here's the version that I made today. There you go. All right, let's move on to our last and final fun fold card for this whole series. Let me get my envelope out here. Oh, okay. So this one, let's see here. I have these pieces. It's a Calypso coral piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we have a piece of thick basic white that is 5 1/4 by 8. And then that gets folded in half. All right, I don't even know what this fold is called. We'll have to make one up. You guys will probably know. All right, so this one, we are using the Hello Irresistible paper. So this was one too that when it came out, it was so popular, it like sold out and you couldn't even get it for quite a while. So I went ahead and chose a piece of that, and I wanted it to kind of coordinate with Calypso coral. So I chose that piece and cut it to, let me get the rest of it out of the way so I'm not confusing you, because I was trying to confuse myself. I cut this piece here, and you could do any of the colors. If you would prefer to do the peacock, you could do that. There's greens, there's all kinds of colors. But I cut this to 3 3/4 by 5, and that's gonna go. Now here's the tricky part though, before you glue it down. The fold actually goes at the bottom of the card. So, your designer series paper is gonna go this way. Does that make sense? So the fold is at the bottom. So just remember that, the fold is at the bottom. There you go. And now this piece, I'm gonna just take it, this is a 4 by 4, a 4 by 4 square, and I'm just gonna fold it from point to point. So you're just gonna fold it in half, but you're gonna fold it from point to point. Let me get my bone folder out here. There you go, like that. Okay, you're going to put adhesive on that whole like little line there. This gets glued down along the top there from point to point. Can you see? Well, there you go, like that. So it looks like this. Isn't that cool? All right, I don't even know Now this is going to get glued down to that piece there. So it's going to open up like that. So let's glue this down. This is the part that gets glued down and hidden. I wanted to make more of these in the different color schemes because there's so many pretty colors in this paper. So I can't wait to see what you guys do. So if you make it in a different color, show me, show me, show me. All right, then I have, this is also done out of the textured white. It looks like an envelope. It does look like it looks like an envelope, it does, but it folds, remember it folds down. So make sure you put your fold at the bottom of your card. So, and then I have a 2-inch circle, and then this is out of the white textured shimmer paper, which I love. All right, I'm so glad you love this fun fold, Jean. I do too. I'm gonna have a really hard time picking a favorite this week. It's gonna be hard. All right, and then I want a flower, and so I went ahead. One of the biggest benefits of this this whole bundle is that the flowers can be ran through with the die. So this is the Hello Irresistible bundle, and I love the word. So I'm going to pick one of the flowers, and we're just going to run that through. A lot of times, I'm going to make sure I've got the right one. There's 2 different sizes. Yep. So I will go in here and just trim this off. I didn't do this one ahead of time. And then I have some scrap paper too I'm going to put on the inside of my card. So I'm going to save that. So let's grab our little mini machine. We're going to run that through. Usually I take some washi tape and then tape this down. I did have some up here with me. I had it up here for a reason. And then I just pulled it off and tossed it aside. So sometimes I think ahead of time and I do things for a reason. And then when I do it, I forget why I did it. But anyway, there was some washi tape up here, but I tossed it aside. I had it stuck to the stamp pad that I was going to use on this card. That's funny. Now I know why I had it. When I did that, I was like, what the heck is this washi tape here for? Well, now I know. It's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna put that away. Let's see how I did without washi tape. Hey, I actually did pretty darn good. It's all right. Normally I wouldn't be that good, but so anyway, this is the Hello Irresistible bundle. It is not in a catalog. Just so you know, if you try to go look for it, it's not there. This is one of our online exclusives. So it is in the online store. So you can just go and search Irresistible and it'll pop up. The search function is so good. Sometimes now you just have to know the name of it. All right, so let's go. Oh, that's a sample that I got my idea from. This was the idea. Totally, again, like this is fishing. And this was the card. So definitely like more of a manly card. So I'm switching it up to the Hello Irresistible. But that's how I get my ideas, that was a card swap that my team did. So every single month, my team at our monthly team meetings, we do card swaps. So every month we do like 10 or 12, and you get all these different ideas. And then with every new catalog, we do a big swap with everybody across the country. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that flower, put that on there. Look how it is so pretty. I'm gonna put my adhesive there and put that down. I'm gonna take my Calypso Coral. Oh, there's that washi tape. Dang, I knew I had it for a reason. It's so funny. I'm going to take just a scrap piece of white and take the words from the stamp set. This is the stamp set. You can use whatever words you want to. I'm going to use the I like you. This font on here is what really makes me happy. So I'm going to stamp that I like you down here. Pretty good. Take my trimmer and trim that off. I can think of so many people I'd want to give this card to. And how fun for them to have it be fun when they open it, right? Let's take that and just trim that off. I just put a little slant to it. Take our dimensional, stick that down there. And then that goes across the front of the flower. It says, I like you. We're gonna, what do you guys think? Isn't this card so pretty? It opens up like that, falls down, and then I'm gonna take some of the paper. I have this piece here. It was actually what I cut off. So I cut this somewhere around here. I cut this off of here. So yeah, so now I'm gonna use this piece. I'm gonna cut this down to 3 3/4. There. I'm gonna just use the little strips left over just to kind of decorate the inside. You could put more flowers on there if you wanted to. You can decorate as much as you want to. And last but not least, we could sprinkle on some of your frosted gems, and all the colors look good on this one. So I'm just gonna take a couple, again, little tiny dots. Sometimes I can get a little bit wonky with it. So we'll do that. Oh, phew, that was a close one. We all know that I have a little bit of a challenging relationship with green glue. It's okay, you guys stay down there. All right, let's take a little pink one. There we go. So the frosted dots go perfectly with both of these packs of paper. So I used them on all the cards. There you go, there's this one down there. You gotta just hold it for a second. Anybody knows, I just don't have the most patience in the world. And there's another pink one. Stay. There you go. These are a very good value too, because you get so many. I don't even know, you get hundreds of them. Oh, just stay in place. There you go. Okay, so there is, and once, by the way, so like there's a little bit of glue. Once it dries, you can't really see that at all. So there's card number 3. All right. Thank you guys for joining me in December for my Fun Folds online classes. We did 2 of them. We did a craft along. Stay tuned. In January, I'll be doing another craft along series with birthday cards. So excited about it. And I'll be selling a pre-kit ahead of time that will give you all the cards that we're going to make, and then you'll be able to craft along. And then for those of you though that are watching now and that didn't order, then you can still get all of these supplies sent to you for free, all 6 cards. So here are today's cards, just in case I see lots of people just joining on now. Let's start with card number 1. Where did you go? Card number 1. I've tossed it somewhere. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, card number 1 is the Corner Explosion card. So then you just open it up like this. Thank you so much. Guys, I thank you for the hearts and for sharing this. When you share, it also makes it easier for you to find later when you want to try to copy these. But it also is what they say, sharing is caring, and your hearts always help. It's, yep, so that was card number 1. I know lots of people just joined. You can watch the replay. I put the replays on YouTube, and then you can watch it here again too. So this is a fun little corner fold there. Card number 2, look how adorable that is. It's a little accordion card. Yep, taught you how to make that one. Again, it folds flat right up into an envelope. And then card number 3, I don't even know what fold this is. Looks like an envelope fold maybe. And there you go. So there's card number 3. All right, I so appreciate you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all the things. So in order to get this class for free sent to you, you need to place your order by December 23rd at midnight. And then we'll package everything up. If your order has to be at least $40 in product, and you can order from the clearance rack, you can order from the annual catalog, online exclusives, whatever you want to. If your order goes over $50, then I'll throw in a package of the loose dots. So you'll have those, and we use those on all of the cards. All right, I think we're all good. It's so good to see all of you and spend this time together before the holidays. In January, I will be coming back again with videos. The end of this year, I won't be doing any more videos. I'll be working through Friday. I have still lots to do. We have Card Club to ship out. I have Creating for Christ to ship out. So we got lots that we're doing. And then I take off a couple weeks. My family and I are going to Nashville for about 5 days. My husband is turning 50, so we're having like a little, I'm taking him away for his 50th birthday. And then the first week of January, I come back, and I don't do videos, but I do a lot of creating and getting ready. I have so much excitement to start in January. I'll be doing weekly videos for you, so coming around a little bit more often than normal. So I'm excited about it. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm still here, so message me, share this video, put your orders in. I'm here to help you, and I hope you have a very, very, very Merry Christmas with your family. Bye-bye.